Especially when you have a girl, you have to. You can't even have your balls stinking. You can't.
Actually, speaking of having a girl, I wanted Kordell had it in his topic list. How do you balance having a girl and running a business? I thought this was a great conversation.
That's a really good question.
I seen Kordell juggle this with finesse, accuracy, and just some messy shit. So, yes.
I love the intro.
Let my guy get in his bag and preach.
Shit. I get this question a lot. It's tough. It's a balance. It really, really is. You need to make sure what times you can do things, what times you can't do things. You got to make sure you're communicating effectively, which has always been the thing that I've been preaching is communication's key. Because if you don't communicate, other person's not going to know, and that's kind of on you now.
If you don't communicate, there's too much room for assumption. There's too much room for
error.
Yes.
There's big time too much room for error because, again, communication, balance is key because sometimes you be working too hard on the business where you're neglecting the other things that are around you. Family, not just having a girlfriend, family, your friends. Your health as well too. So it's all about having a proper balance. But on the other side of things is also the other person understanding what you're doing. What you're doing is not normal. What we do is not normal to everybody else. Owning a business is weird. It's not like a set schedule. No, you're a business owner.
Because
you're literally on 24/7.
You're on 24/7.
And we were learned to work for a business or work for a company.
Somebody.
Program.
9 to 5. This to this. This is the overnight shifts. No.
But it's like, no, I actually have to do editing. No, I actually have to get topics ready. No, I actually have to get shit ready.
Things that
plot,
happen
brainstorming, other shit. There's so much shit behind the scenes where it's like, this is not no set schedule shit.
No.
Right? So it goes back to the whole communication and shit like that.
Communicating with your other and making sure they understand what you're doing is big. And if they don't understand what you're doing, continue what you're doing and maybe they might catch on. Like, he's still going to continue what he's doing or she's still going to continue what they're doing. I just need to somehow fit into things.
So, what? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what would you say about the, I'm going to say person, right? Because it could be either or.
Sure.
The person that feels like, yo, this person is not giving me, like, my significant other's not giving me enough attention because they're so focused on this.
Communicate with them. Tell them straight, like, yo, I feel like you're working too hard in the business and see what their response is. Or try something where it's like, try to work with them. Like, let's say, for example, they own a podcast. They're always working on topics, they're always working on this, they're working on that. See how you can help them. For example, with us, setting up. For us, helping with topics, finding put-ons, doing shout-outs. Try to figure out how you can help them so you guys can still hang out together and still be working on the other person's project.
Right.
So that, like, for me personally, when it was a time
what if that person just doesn't want to help you or doesn't want to get into that? Like, they have their own shit to do. So it's just like they see what you're working on, they respect it, but it's like, yo, what about me? They want me time, not work time.
So if the person's important to you, you just set time aside. Like, if there's specific times during the week where you turn off.
Yeah, so that's the balance.
And you got to turn off completely.
That's the balance.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And you got to learn that, like, when you get into business, you're gonna learn that it's like your list is never ending. It's like there's always something next to do, but you gotta learn to switch off every now and again. It's been something that I've been trying to switch off. It's something that you guys are probably trying to learn as well, just trying to, like, be able to switch off.
I've learned it. I've understand it. I've learned it, and thankfully for my significant other, she's learned it as well too. So it's kind of like it's a good balance. Like when I say I have work to do, I have calls tonight. Cuddles will happen after the calls. Simple.
Facts.
I'm doing this. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for my future. So my future. My goal. My goal is to be a business owner. I don't want to work for anybody else.
Right. Yeah.
That person needs to understand that. If you don't understand that, then I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's preaching the whole, okay, yes, right now, but I'm working towards our future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like you may think that arrogant for just putting you to the side, and it sounds fucked up, but it's like,
I'm not.
Yes, I had to put you to the side.
Now.
No, but yes, I do have to put you to the side right now. Because I'm working towards this, right? If I was to lose this, then it's gonna affect my personality, my money, my business, my goals, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So it goes back to the whole communication thing. That's just how I see it.
It all ties into one. Like even just like not just with like her or him. It's everything. Communicating either as a group when it comes to being in the business.
Yeah.
It's all about communicating with each other to make sure you guys are looking at the same end goal.
One way you can explain it to your partner is think of it like this: if you have 5 things to do and you have 5 years, right? How do you maximize that? Do you do all 5 things for those 5 years, or do you spend a year grinding your ass off in each individual thing? And you could ask that question. You know, there's a big quote from a long time ago. It's like a jack of all trades is a master of none. You know, if you can spend a year mastering things.
Hold on. Young man. Come on, man.
He's my little brother.
Yeah, if you think like if you can really explain like to your story to whoever, it's like I want to have the best relationship with you possible. You know, but I want to do that when I'm financially capable, when I'm healthy, when everything else is flowing, right? So I cannot master our relationship. We can't do that right now. I can master this right now, so I'm gonna ask you to wait. And you gotta communicate that with them.
That's respectful.
You know, that's what it is.
That's respectful.
And you have to be accepting if they don't want to wait too.
Yeah.
Because they might not see the vision. They may want something
goals.
right now.
They want a full relationship right now where you're paying the most attention to them. And
And then it's your choice. It's your decision.
Yeah,
you're gonna make those.
And sometimes you gotta walk away.
Yeah.
And honestly, for all the other creators out there, don't be afraid to walk away. Do not be afraid to walk away.
Again, we've seen the whole brand going and saying like
don't be afraid.
you could walk away from this shit and be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't act like hey, DV sent something to the group chat one time. Let me see if I can just remember exactly what it was. It was last year. There's 3-point-something billion women in this world, and you're stressing about one. Focus on what you need to focus on, especially when you are a youngin. There's time. There's lots of time.
They'll come back.
If you think they're not going to come back, hey, if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be.
The Einstellung effect.
Hey, child. Okay. Goddamn university children are so goddamn annoying with your usability. Have you ever heard of the usability role?
Yes.
What is that?
It's basically an effect where if you have a solution in your head for a problem, that solution in your head will stop you and hinder you from finding a better solution. Same thing applies to girls. If you're loyal to one person, you can't change that. Even no matter how many times he does you dirty, you know, you won't be able to move on and find a better person for you if you have her in your head. That's why breaks are important. That's why, even in friendships, you know, like
Youngin did that.
Youngin did do that still.
I got.
And what was that thing called?
the Einstellung effect. I read it in a book.
Put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen, yo.
Because I already know how to spell that. I feel that. I like that. I just a youngin, bro. Crazy. Mine says crazy on him, dog.
Okay.
Absolutely
I got
crazy.
DB. Before you jump in, I got one more thing to touch on with that.
Yeah.
What you gotta explain to your significant other is like it's gonna get to a point once I've grinded it out that I'm gonna be hiring people for everything that I do, so that I can stop working in my business and I can start working on my business. When I get to the point where I'm not working in my business and I'm working on my business, then I'll have way more time to spend with you.
Yeah.
So, but it's like that 5-year thing. Like it's gonna take me some time
For sure.
to get to that point. It can be fast, it can be slow, but it all depends on like how much support you give me.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah,
it
it depends on how much support you give me. That will determine how fast
I need
it goes.
support from you. I need to know you're behind me. I need to know that you're on my side.
Yeah,
You're helping me do what I need to do to grow my business. I love that. I love that.
and that
I love it.
and that gives us a fuck ton of motivation.
Yeah, I love
like,
that.
Like literally knowing that you're standing behind us, that gives us a fuck ton of motivation to work even harder.
When you start a business, you're blind. You don't know if it's gonna be a bad idea, good idea. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're just running with it. You're running with it. And people supporting you is big, especially your homie.
Elon Musk says starting a company or brand, business, whatever it is, he's literally like it's like standing on glass and eating glass at the same time and staring into the abyss.
Nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking. 110%.